What's up, Swolf? How's it going? I see you gave Challenge of the Week a shot. Pretty good score. You were bored and it was one attempt. See, man, it was one attempt and you still did really well. Oh man, the White Sox are trying to blow a game. They had a 3-run lead in the ninth. 6-5 now. 2 outs, runners on the corners, or first and second actually. Hey Flatwoods, welcome back. Playing some subscriber games today. Probably not going to play any kind of ranked, but we may jump into Battle Royale if there's some dead time. Just getting the stream ready to go. You're practicing? Nice. That score was pretty good, man. I need you to know that's like a top 5% score. That means 95% of people never get that high. Gameplay tips. What else are we doing today? Live stream subscribers. That's fine. You? I was talking about Flatwoods. Yours was like top 2% probably. White Sox about to blow this game. Well, Castellanos is up. No, that's Nico Goodrum, I think, or somebody else. They're trying their hardest to blow this game. Spent the morning organizing the kitchen and then my bedroom. So I wasn't sure if I was going to stream today, but we got it done. Kitchen's looking nice. Stream is ready to go. Swolf, are you trying to play today? Make sure you guys hit that like button. And the White Sox did not blow it. Alright, that game is over. Cool. Let's see if Swolf wants to start out with a game. Otherwise, let me see. And Challenge of the Week after you're done, you'll play. Cool. Let's see if these orders finished up. Nope. I have orders in Flatwoods for Jonathan Broxton and Chapman. Obviously, you recommended Chapman, and he's excellent, so I'm going to try him out. But what do you think about Broxton? I've heard bad things about him, honestly. Chapman you like. Yeah, I haven't heard good things about Broxton, but his stuff looks okay. Big thumbs down? You don't like him either? Interesting. His control is bad for you. His control is better than Chapman's, though. His control is better than a lot of relievers at 72. His clutch is kind of low. His walks per 9 are really low. So he's really good at Ks per 9 and hits per 9. Home runs are meh. The thing is, he's really cheap. Obviously, that's the reason why, but... Do you guys like Kimbrel more? He just has 2 fastballs and a curveball, though. I don't really like him. He's a really bad matchup against lefties in Diamond Dynasty as well. He's kind of a right-handed specialist. I would really like to get this Greg Holland, but I didn't realize he doesn't have a cutter. That's fine, I guess. Cutters kind of suck this year, so no to Kimbrel. Yeah, I'm not planning on touching Kimbrel, but I figured I'd ask. I'm hoping by next weekend probably, to get Rob Nen. His clutch is really good. He might be my closer. Darren O'Day. Got 20 saves and then 14 saves. You like Andrew Miller. He's good, he's just expensive. This Darren O'Day? Is there a Darren O'Day in here? I guess not. Where's Darren O'Day? This one. He's kind of cheese. I already have Alex Wood in there because I want to upgrade, right? Like, he's not really going to improve my bullpen except to add some cheese in there, which is like, okay, I don't mind that too much, but I already have Alex Wood. And then like, if I want to actually get like diamond cards is what I'm wondering. I could go Betances. Betances has been good. I've hit him decently this year, surprisingly. And he's improving. He's been good in real life, so he might go back diamond, but I don't know. I don't know what his numbers are right now. The Andrew Miller is 73K. So I have 48K right now. So I'm sitting on 48K. And I'm just wondering, should I save up and get one reliever? Because these two, so the 2 cards that I'm looking at right now, the active orders for Broxton and Chapman, they're not going to stay in there forever. Broxton's probably going to replace Drew Storen. I can get Gagne soon, yeah. So no matter what happens with these 2 cards, Broxton's going to get sold as soon as I got like Rob Nen or something like that. So I just need him for like a week or 2. So I'm wondering if you guys think that they're able to compete. Chapman's good, obviously. He might stick around. It just depends. Like Billy Wagner will. I'm gonna get the Immortal Wagner next week too. Hey Radames, welcome back. We're discussing the bullpen arms I should get. Wondering if I should get Broxton and Chapman, or I have 48K since there's nobody at 48K, right? Like I could get this Carter Caps maybe. Actually, I could get him. Do you think I should get this Carter Caps over Broxton? He's only fastball, curveball, changeup, but that changeup can neutralize some lefties as well. And then his fastball is real good. It's a pretty balanced card, I'd say. Control is okay. 77. What do you think? Carter Caps over Broxton? Because like either I have to spend 48K. Like I can't get Miller. I just don't have enough for him right now. And then I don't have enough for any of these 3 or these 2. Like this Edwin Diaz is really good, yet he's never going to be worth the cost. I could get Britton, but I don't think I need an extra lefty if I'm already getting Chapman, and I'd rather get Chapman. Although Britton's got the sinker. He only got 3 pitches, so he doesn't have his 2-seamer. Have I tried all of them? No, I haven't. But like I'm trying to put these on buy orders so that I can get them, and then when I sell them, maybe not lose too much. You can always wait and add your stubs to what you get next. Wink, wink. True. But I'd rather just beef my bullpen a little bit. What about starters? Should I work on a starter instead? 820,000. What happened to all my stubs? They're in buy orders. I did all the exchanges. So I finished all my Immortal exchanges. Yeah, those 400k, I spent about 300k on Immortal exchanges. Then I had 70k left, and then I bought Chris Sale. And then I had like 0 left, basically. And then, what happened after that? Did I get a diamond somewhere? Did I sell something? I won Challenge of the Week twice, so that was 30k. Like top 25. And then I must have got 15k. Oh, I sold a bunch of like golds and random stuff. You ready? What number am I on Challenge of the Week? Friendly reward. Swolf, you are number 32. No, you're not. Hold on. 24,000. Flatwoods is up there too, man. He's got a top 5% score right now. Where's Swolf? Swolf is number 67. Pretty good. Swolf, you want to play 9 innings today? This is what my lineup looks like right now, by the way. Gold, silvers, and a couple diamonds. But they're not great diamonds. It's just Victor Robles and then Gleyber Torres. The rest are golds and silvers. But I have diamonds in my starting lineup. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's what's happening today, I guess. I changed my created player stance once again. And he's got Mark McGuire now. I'm using that lineup. Yeah, we're not doing Immortals because I'm doing a grind lineup. I'll probably not play. I'm going to take like a week off of ranked seasons. Try to grind for some cards. So I had taken out my Immortals. What about Kluber? Well, this is what my starting rotation looks like. Well, not right now, but let's assume I get CC'd by the time I play next week. Do you want me to make a gold team? You can do whatever you want, honestly. This time, I'm going to beat you no matter what the lineup is. You can put in Immortals, you can put in your best diamonds. I'm going to beat you this time. I'm not taking my foot off the gas like last time. That's not what happened. I was just taken aback. And just play poorly. It's the team I'm playing with. You know what? I'm going to put Griffey in. That's not who I wanted out. Do the wins in Conquest count towards programs? Yep, they do. But you need a lot of these programs have complete game missions, so you can't do those in Conquest. But you can get saves, you can get wins. Everything else basically works in Conquest. Comes from a game where you struck out 17 times, only had 3 hits, and still won the game. Beautiful. That's all you need. Flatwoods, I don't know if you saw the last game that I played yesterday, but I only had 2 hits and got shut out, so it happens. I'm done with all these hitters. Alomar and Larkin are the only ones left, and I'm not going to touch those. All the 3 hits were dingers. By who? It was a good player. I mean, it was a guy either approaching World Series or was already in World Series, but just couldn't get anything going. But it wasn't like he was like way better than me. It was just a good game. I was off my game. I was too patient sometimes, and then it happened. This is going to take a while, the Greinke card, because I don't use live series too much. It's just basically Chris Sale is all I have. A lot of these wins came from events and Battle Royale. So those strikeouts and complete games are going to take a while. I have rookie Greinke finished. Impact veteran Greinke, he's going to work towards this one. So actually, there's only 150 strikeouts that you have to do for this one. So I'm wondering, that's going to take a while as well. I could do this one first, but right now I'm working on CC. 3 more strikeouts with CC, and then 200 more strikeouts, 5 complete games with flashback pitchers. Need some wins for Greinke. Like, that's all you need. Pretty close to Greinke. And Fergie. Fergie as well. He's one of those guys, like, every other mission kind of feeds into him. So there's all these strikeouts that you have to do. But, like, Diamond, Bob Gibson, all the Immortal cards that have, like, Diamond flashbacks, they all kind of feed into him. So it's going to kind of happen eventually. This part's going to be annoying because you're going to have to get 200 strikeouts with Legend and Silvers and whatever. So I'm going to probably finish this one first. But that means the Impact veteran Jenkins and the other one, these two that could have fed into this mission, will be kind of like double wasted time because I'll still have to do this one. It's kind of a bummer. Hopefully this one, it's only a 1-game mission actually, so that's fine. And then this is both hardware, so I would have to finish everything before that anyway. So that's all good. Just Rob Nen. I need 20 more saves and then 15, so 35 saves, and then that's probably got to be like 40 saves as well. That sucks. You're at the Texas Gold jersey? Nice. Game was 2-1 in the bottom of the 8th, and it took the lead. It wasn't a pleasant game at all. Yeah, those feel like long nights on the toilet. 2 saves, 2 holes, 2 wins. Nothing doing for this fingers, but this is another one. Okay, go ahead and send the challenge if it's available. This one kind of happens on its own as well because there's so many like gold closers. It happens in ranked seasons. It'll happen with the other cards that I have to get, like Trevor Rosenthal I still have to do. Billy Wagner, his saves are going to go towards here. So it all kind of works together. Goose Gossage. 1 second. All right. Those cards are all going to work into that one. Getting close to this part. This will be taken care of by probably relief pitchers. Rodimus is voting for me because I'm the underdog today, apparently. I am the underdog. Strange feeling. Usually I'm just the underdog when it comes to basketball. Get picked last. Make some nice passes. That's what would happen in gym class. I would just get picked last, and then we'd always have the strongest team because, like, the worst player that got picked last was contributing to success. So we'd always have the strongest teams because we didn't have weak links. You're going to go Swolf? Alright. Your team dude this time. I'm going to make it happen for you, Rodimus. Phil Necro's Knuckleball. Look at that logo. Did you make that logo yourself? Aaron Nola on the bump. Devin Mesoraco at 7. Love it. I have 2 Dude Foods batting 7th and 8th, which is nice. That mustache. Hopefully I have some speed in the outfield. Yeah, I got Griffey in there today. So Wolf, have you jumped back into ranked seasons yet? I think next year is going to be a huge year for MLB The Show. What I should say is that it has to be a huge year. Kind of. I just think that, like, there's so much hype with Madden. I don't know how long it's going to last, like the Madden hype, and if people are actually going to enjoy it the way they are right now. But with something like that, if NBA Live is as good as they want it to be this year, you feel like MLB has to change something up. There's a lot of frustration with players. I try not to like complain about the game or anything like that, other than give suggestions about like what I think is not great. But I try not to complain about it, you know. I think there's a difference there. I don't know. There seems to be a balance that's not quite struck by SDS. And if they can just have a huge year, it can sustain them for a few more years. I feel like the last couple years have been kind of incremental, and then like big jumps in Diamond Dynasty, but I think they're gonna have to have like a whole extra, I don't know, a whole new mode or like revamping something completely just to make it a little bit different. Because I really enjoy what they have. That's the thing. Like I think what they have is great, but I think they're just missing some piece, some kind of mode that, I don't know, ties it all together. It's out of here. Just missed it. It was a good pitch. Let's see what we got here. Who's on the bump for me? CC once again. Unfortunately, I don't get any kind of missions done with friendlies. Strike one Radamas. We don't heckle other players. Only Dan. You're only allowed to heckle Dan. Oh man. I think that got way too much over the plate. I didn't think it was going to be. Yeah, it was a little bit more than I would have liked. Trey, just Dan. Can we catch this one? Alright, well, where's the right fielder? I hate this field, man. It's so bogus. I miss the days where you could be aggressive with hits off the wall. Now it's like, well, even if you're patient on a ball off the wall, it's still hard to play it off the wall, which kind of sucks. But you can't, like, there was once a time where you could just run straight at the wall. If you didn't catch it, you'd catch it, like, off of a 100-mile-an-hour bounce off of the wall. It's kind of weird, but was a lot easier to play balls off the wall at the time. It would be a one-hop rocket off the wall, snag it with the backhand, running full speed. Looking back, it's wackier than we thought. Aaron Nola on the bump. Mark McGuire, batting stance apparently. Haven't used him from the left side yet, so let's see how this looks. I was also looking at Carlos Beltran. I might go to Beltran, but we'll see. That's not bad. That got a lot more lift than I thought it would. You stopped grinding for that 99 Trout, and you'll go for the 93 Syndergaard. Nice. I remember facing Syndergaard in 16 was brutal. I could not touch him in 16. I think that was the first time when I really started using the two-strike method. Was when I had to face Syndergaard. It was the only way I was going to beat him. Yesterday there wasn't any construction going on outside in the morning, so last night I was like, okay, let me open up the window so that we can get some fresh air blowing in here. And then this morning it was the loudest construction of like the entire month. This will be a high-scoring game. Let's keep him right here. How about that? I don't think that's gonna happen. 2 innings, 4-2. Man, he's really to the pull side. Straight up the middle, though. So I think I've decided for 2 wins away from 94 Bumgarner BR. Nice. Are you going to keep him or sell him?
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Yeah, I think I've decided for the off season, what I'll probably do is play a bunch of like indie games or free games off of the PlayStation Store. Try to do like game reviews, some streams and stuff. Trying to get some games for people that don't have the money or want to try a bunch of games. So I'll put together some reviews on what's available, the best games that are available on PlayStation Store. Play them a few times. Since you'll get Syndergaard no matter what, you don't know. Gotcha. No pinch hitting? Alright. I'm still going to be streaming the show. I probably won't do videos for the show, but we're going to see what happens. During the off season, I mean. It's 9 innings? Yeah. But still, I mean, you have your whole bullpen available. They're not going to be tired for the next game or anything like that. Oh. I don't understand why everybody has the stance socks. Like my creative player has them, but why does everybody else have them too? Anyone who has high socks. Let's see the pitch that Schwartz hit out last time. Curveball at the bottom of the zone. Ooh. Nice. Can you do it? Oh boy. Where is the wind blowing? It's got to be blowing straight out. Maybe a little bit to left. Yeah, 9 miles an hour to left center. That's why. These guys are putting some big swings up to center field. Uh-oh. I was looking curveball. I'm still looking curveball. There's the curveball. It was a good one though. Outside half, it's usually going to be a pretty good one. Especially like righty-righty curveballs. If you throw it on the outside part of the plate, they're not going to do much when it's low. That one was outside, but even when it's on the plate on the outside half, it's going to be fine. But righty to lefty outside half, especially like someone like Griffey, he hits those backdoor curveballs, but a lot of lefties hit the low and away pitch pretty well.
Ball, that's off the plate. Ball, that's in. Wow, not a great spot.
2 changeups inside. Curveball low. Where is he coming here? Sinker now? Sinker inside and low, probably. Wow, the walk makes sense. Nelson Cruz. And they still haven't fixed that menu. There's a sinker inside. Bleh. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Try to get some people in here. We're almost at 150 subs, which is cool.
Ball in.
Today is the last day of streaming. Probably until next weekend. Maybe late, maybe middle of the next week as well. But tomorrow, my roommates are moving in. 511 feet. Wow. Roommates are moving in tomorrow. Gonna help them with that. And then with any free time I have, I'm gonna finish up those videos. And then have them probably post Friday and maybe Monday as well. That was a freaking bomb, man.
Ball one, no strikes. Nope.
There we go. See what this pitch can do. What kind of approach he's got going. Probably still looking inside. Let's go change up low and in. Was it a hit and run? 68 speed. He could have just been straight stealing and protecting.
Here you go.
Alright, let's see if this pitch gets him. I already threw it once, which is not helpful. Who was here yesterday when I was trying to take to 2 strikes and then hit one in the gap with Musial, but he chased it down, but I started running, so we got the double play at first base. That set me back. If I hadn't done that, it could have changed the entire game. What is that? I've been doing that way too much lately. It's a bad pitch. You don't remember? I think it was in the last game that I played. There we go.
3-2.
It was the game I lost like 2-0. I had like 2 hits. There's a pitch. Alright. That was a bomb though by Nelson Cruz. 511 feet. Let's see if Justin Bohr can turn another one around. There we go. Good dive. This one's got to be farther than 511. Oh my goodness. It went over the trees. It went over the trees. 489. No way. 109 off the bat. Where's Dan when you need him the most? Yours was farther. Mine was hit farther though. There's no way that mine was not as far. Yours got helped by the wind too. You're going out to left. The wind's blowing out to left center. I'm taking that with I'm calling that a tie. Nothing you can do about it. Ooh. Yeah, next time I stream, this table will also be in a different location, or my setup will be in a different location. So there won't be like such weird light behind me and like weird angles with the light, so it's gonna look a little bit better hopefully. Not that you guys care what my face looks like. But production value hopefully will slowly increase as well. I'm gonna try to get some like cool overlays and stuff. That was an accident. I just spam X to like try to get the player card to dissipate, I guess. Like this part right here. I always spam X so that that part goes away after a second. But sometimes I do it too early. I didn't realize I had the guy at first base selected.
Ball, that's out.
Swing is better than I thought it would look. I wanted to have a swing with the hands a little bit lower, so I went with Mark McGuire. It looks like it's looking good so far. Nice. Who's playing center field? Guess it doesn't matter. Can Glaber do something? CC's day might be over. Am I going to pinch hit? Yeah. For the pitcher, not for Gleyber Torres. Oh, wow. Can't touch that pitch. Mark DeRosa agrees.
Safe, easy.
Come on, big boy. Yo. It's payback time. Payback time is officially on. I'm having none of this. I needed my payback. Payback time has arrived.
Counts 1-0.
What's the game been like? 10-3? He hasn't quit yet? He must be on a... Oh, this one, yeah. What's happening in your BR game? Whew.
That's outside.
Hey, Shane, what's going on? Saw one of your videos saying that not having a PCI helps. I'm assuming it's only for members who have played so long, or should some new player try it out from the get-go? So, I have never used a PCI. So, from the beginning of when I started playing... What's up, King Tomato Head? Welcome back. Let me, PCI, thank you. Well, he's seen the video, but if you could drop the welcome chat thingy, that would be cool too. So, yeah, so I've never used the PCI. So even from the very beginning, I never used it, which is why it's like easier for me to use it now, for me not to use it now. Let you hit? No, I'm trying to mercy rule you, man. Now I got the 9-run lead that you had on me last time. So I would say it depends on what you're comfortable with, Shane. If you jump in the game and all of a sudden like you're using the PCI and it works for you, just go ahead and use it. Thank you, Flatwoods. If it's like, all right, this thing's kind of weird. There's like this thing floating around my screen. It's distracting me from the baseball, and you just feel that way right away. You can definitely try the PCI from the get-go. It's not something that I think you have to play with for a long time to get. I'm not sure if it'll slow you down from the beginning, though. I haven't really thought about that or tested it with anybody. But let's see. It's definitely worth a shot. Like if you're trying to jump into ranked seasons games, maybe not. Maybe that's not worth doing. But definitely like some practice modes or like, I don't know, franchise mode especially. What I did is I used to play a lot of Road to the Show, like offline stuff. So that's where I got used to it. You get a lot of at-bats. You just get to hit and hit and hit. King Tomato Head, you can play with me after. Yes. You can be the next game. We're doing 9-inning games today. Assuming we have enough time. But if I can slaughter this fool, then maybe it won't be 9 innings. So does that answer your question, Shane? Or if there's like another direction you want me to go with that? I think it's useful to try out for sure early on. You don't have to be amazing. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get yourself an advantage. So if right away you feel uncomfortable, whoa, that's deep. If right away you feel uncomfortable and no, I can say what I want. If right away you feel uncomfortable with using the PCI, then go ahead and try it without the PCI from the beginning. I can't say that it's like gonna be easier, but it might make you more comfortable, which will make the game more enjoyable, and long term, if it works for you, it works for you. But if you really want to test it out, there's the practice video. Probably try it on CPU, be the lab rat, and let you know. It does answer my question for sure. Yeah, that's one thing that people don't use or think of sometimes. Stove Nasty hasn't streamed for over 2 weeks. Yeah, I have noticed that. Easy 8 has not streamed either, but he's supposedly coming back tomorrow or something. Said he has a video come up yesterday. Yeah, for sure, let me know. I would appreciate it. Because there are some people in here that have like played through the year. Stove Nasty tried it as well, actually. He's been playing for a bit. I don't know how many years, if this is his first year or not, but he was struggling a little bit to hit sometimes. So he tries it and then goes back and forth between the PCI and no PCI, which I think is cool too. Like, it depends on what you're doing, how you feel in a certain game. Been playing since 14. Cool. So yeah, he's been playing for a little while then. There was some other point that I wanted to make as well. Oh yeah, the recent video that I did, the most recent video, was like a practice mode video, how to practice. So I'd recommend those modes. Trying to use the flow of what I talk about in that video to try out both PCI and no PCI Shane. I think those will help you out. Unfortunately, I don't have a command for that one, Flatwoods. I should have one because I do talk about that a few times. So maybe I'll get a command for it in a minute. Although you can add commands as well. I just don't know how you can do it. So one of these days we're gonna be proficient in Nightbot, but today is not that day. I'm just feeling good that we got 8 runs ahead of Swolf in this rematch. I've been practicing for this rematch, Swolf. This is all I've been thinking about for the last 3 days. So many lefties in the bullpen. I'm kidding, Swolf. I did really want to win, though. I can't just let someone come on here and disrespect me like that. And 10-1 victory. It was brutal. You were hitting everything that day, dude. I was also swinging at everything. Like that pitch I probably would have swung at last time. That's an okay swing. 2 decent swings. On decent pitches. I've been thinking about you for 3 days. Now you can't pitch. Sure, man. Well, I guess you had a similar... We were both using golds last time. But I had a diamond pitcher starting for me today. You still scored 3-4 runs. Last time was like Miles Mikolas. Or Soroka, actually. It's Mike Soroka. So your center fielder decided not to catch the ball. Walk-off ground rule double. Bro. Yeah, it was Soroka. Goodness, man. So you don't get the mad bum now? We're gonna rob this, boys. Ready for it? Nice. That's mean. I gotta do what I gotta do, my friend. This is not easy mode anymore. You don't get him now? Oh, that sucks. Keeping Darren O'Day. He's going for about 40K. Bummer. That would have been useful. Ooh, what a play by DudeFood. There's always like the very end, like you can get into a little bit of a nice animation and then they make a nice play. So I try to take like the direct, the fastest route in whatever direction I was already traveling, I guess. And then last second, like you get into a little bit of animation and they flick and they kind of, I don't know, they get like a last second speed boost sometimes. I've been messing with that a little bit recently. So, I'll let you guys know if that actually means anything. Ooh, that floated. I thought that was gonna get down, but it just kept going and going. Had some rocket propulsion on it. 110 off the bat. Griffey has lots of speed boost. True. I don't know if it's like a real thing though, or if it's like an animation thing, or if there's something going on with ratings, defensive ratings. I guess that is, like, where else would you use a fielding rating then, right? Because the fielding part, like, you've got reaction, you've got arm strength and all that. But, like, where else do you use fielding except for, like, the final animation of him getting the ball into his glove? So I guess, like, the better your fielding is, you might get better, like, little speed boost animations. That would kind of make sense. But I'm not sure.
He's out.
Unfortunately, it's not looking like it's going to be a slaughter. Or even possibly be a slaughter. Either way, we're playing 9 innings. King Tomato Head, you still available? How was your vacation? What? It's a brand new ball game. It's only a 6-run lead now. Yeah, every one of these home runs that you've hit, I'm just like, okay, nice fly ball to left field. And then it's gone. You're available? Cool. Solf is pretty good. He's pretty good. Your vacation was good, but too fast. That happens. Get some big winnings. Woke up at 1 p.m. Cruz has hit 1,000 feet worth of home runs in 2 swings. And I think he had another home run before that, too. Alex Wood has pitched poorly for both of us in this game. I'm going to try to throw this a little bit more up. That didn't really work. It's down the middle. Let's see what we can do here. Change up. Let's throw another change up. He has no confidence. Nice. Hey Charlie, welcome back.
He's out.
Playing Swolf today. We got our revenge game going. I had a 12 to 3 lead. He's cut it in half. Almost. 5-run lead now, so let's see what we can do here.
He's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning starter. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
So far, Swolf is playing, and then King Tomato Head is playing. If you'd like to play after that, Charlie, we can play.
Count is 3-1. It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of the spots. And
Thank you, Flatwoods. Welcome back, Charlie. Ooh, right down the middle. We could throw another changeup, but I went back-to-back changeups in the end of last at-bat, so I don't want to go there again. So I threw the sinker. Giants push for a wild card. What's their what's the standings looking like?
Nope, that's a ball.
Yeah, Nightbot doesn't like all caps, Charlie. I'm gonna change it eventually, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. What was the second message? Giants push for a wild card. Why did it delete the previous message too? What's the what are the standings looking like though? I used to love the Giants. I was also on the Giants for Little League 2 years in a row. So I guess that's probably why. Hold up. Get through. Nice. The AL West is looking pretty tight too, with the Mariners and the Athletics along with the Astros. I mean, the Astros are probably going to push through it, but I'm not even sure who's available for wild card at that point. Should probably warm somebody up. Get closer ready.
Counts 1-0.
I'm going to do that. Apologize for going mid-bat, but gotta do what you gotta do. Looks like Phil Hughes is going to come in because really don't want to face Harmon Killebrew with the lefty.
Ball 2. 2-0. Get it back together here.
14 hits to 11 hits. Ooh. He's got to hit that pitch. A little early, but it foul tipped. Why was the PCI in that location? That was kind of a weird looking swing. I don't know if I can stay with Mark McGwire, guys. That swing was just kind of weird for a left-handed batter. I might have to go with Beltran. I'm going to go with someone that's actually a switch hitter. Ooh. Giants need 4 wins to potential wild card. Okay. How many games are left? Like 40-something? Paul DeYoung with a 92-91? No way. He is boosted as hell.
1-0.
O'Day's been pitching for a while, 36 pitches. That's why he gave up the home run. Another bomb. I'm liking it. We're just trying to put the hurt on Swolf as much as possible. God. He's not missing his pitches. I didn't miss mine either, but we needed every bit of it, I think.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
There we go. He just missed it. Still believe in you, Swolf. You think you can get 7 runs in 2 outs? It's not impossible. You have to bet all the way around. Swolf is not happy. He's not a happy camper right now.
Ball, that's inside.
King Tomato had your goodness. Your lineup better be ready to go. As soon as we finish this game, we're jumping in. After this, can you rebuild the Marlins? You're coming. You got some good swings coming. I gotta stop throwing that 2-seamer. I don't pitch well with Phil Hughes anyway. We just gotta throw enough. Like, I just have to hope that he gets himself out on the next 6 batters.
Count is 2-1.
Can I do a rebuild of the Marlins? How do you want me to rebuild them? Do you want me to make trades and stuff? If you guys want me to do that, I could do it on stream. That would be fun. I just don't know if the rest of the guys would enjoy it as much. Actually, Flatwoods, there's a command for poll if you want to try that. I haven't tried it yet. Actually, let me try it after this game because I'll have to enter in stuff probably. But if you want to try it, you can, Flatwoods.
Ball inside.
This is the last batter for Phil Hughes. Oh, goodness. That was a pitch he was hitting, too. Challenging. Mound visit. We're going to give him one more batter since he got the out. You sold Posey? You still got Gary, right? You let me handle polls. Okay, for sure. That's got to be another like 520 feet. 482, okay. You need 5 home runs in a row. You didn't get Gary? Who'd you get? You have Mejia? Ah, he's been waiting for this matchup.
Inside ball 1.
4 more. We needed every single swing that we had in this game. He's in slam range now. I'm almost in save situation. Billy Wagner cannot throw a pitch. Pitch release was good. It was contagious. The can he catch this ball? What a goon. I'm gonna let you. Oh, okay. I was trying to step off the base to let him stay, but he didn't move. But apparently he couldn't get a tag down, so it worked out for you. That's gonna be gone. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is all I wanted. I just wanted to get to Adam Lind at some point. Oh, bummer. I just needed to get to Adam Lind to face the lefty. GG. That was wild. Why does Gleiber have 7 runs batted in? You need to go eat. Can I do a recap? Okay, for sure. Let's take a look. I'll take a look at mine first. I don't think I can say anything about hitting because, well, the last 2 innings were real good. First 7 innings were only 3 runs. So. Pitch 1. GG in chat. Should I make a GG command? Fastball. I only threw 1 4-seam Sabathia that you hit. Changeup, whatever, slider. Wagner. 4-seam only hit 2 of them. What else did you hit? You had more than 2 hits against Wagner. Show it to me, fool. Start the poll. Let me see if it works. I just don't know how I enter in a poll after that. So let's see what happens. Let's see. New results. Alright. Let me go back to the Nightbot thing real quick. The commands list. Poll. Okay, here we go. King Tomato comes next. That's correct. So I'm definitely not doing a Marlins rebuild after this game, but if we run out of games to play, then I can do our Marlins rebuild if everybody else is okay with that, which I'm assuming they won't be. Poll. Marlins rebuild. Do I have to hit new first? Yes. Okay. New. Marlins rebuild. Yes. No. Oh, it sends you to a whole other link. That's annoying. It'll be annoying if it's on if it's like, I was gonna say if you're on your phone, that'll probably be most annoying. Okay, so Phil Hughes threw 4 pitches down the middle, which he smacked around. What pitches were they? 4-seam was only 1 of them. 2-seam was 2 of them. So he hit the middle pitches real well. That's what I'm seeing. Those 2 low pitches from McGee, were they both righties? Yeah. You said yes. Shocker. Ozuna, Wood. Down the middle and down low. Where's all? Okay, so all, I barely threw any pitches up. I should have thrown more pitches up, I think. I think that's what I should have done, is thrown in more pitches up, because he was just looking bottom of the zone, and then he was hitting the middle pitches, and then he hit the low pitches as well. Yep. Early swing. Goodness. He had 17 hits. He had like 7 going into the 9th, and then he had, or is the 8th, and then he had like 10 hits in the last 2 innings. So look at that. So top of the zone, he didn't do much, which is fine. You just got to be able to hit those pitches. I'm not going to talk about hitting. Hitting's fine. All for pitching. So similar thing. So 4 or 5 of those pitches were way out of the zone low. So don't worry about that. But the reason I was able to hit those was because you didn't throw anything up. I took a lot of pitches. What? Took a lot of pitches down low. Yeah, so you threw everything low. I would recommend getting a guy with a good fastball, throwing some stuff upstairs as well. You also didn't hit those corner pitches. Look at this, out. Fly ball, outs. Look at those right side pitches in the red. That's the avoid pitching to corners video, which you guys have seen. Low and in on ground balls, but there were also 3 hits that I got down there. But they were all on ground balls too, so that's fine. They weren't like dangerous home run pitches or anything. Extra bases were all low, right on the bottom of the zone. So that's another one I talk about. That middle low, right along the bottom of the zone, that's very easy to hit. Those will always be hit, not just by me, but by a lot of people. So I'd recommend avoiding those. Right on the corner. 2 of those on the left were okay, not too bad. Check swing, deep strike, down the middle. 2 of them were hits, but they were deep strike. What? That doesn't make any sense. Miles per hour, hits. So yeah, you didn't throw much down the middle, I think. Yeah, you didn't throw it down the middle, which is good. But too much down low. Let me see outs on right-handed batters. So that's low and away. That's fine. So the low and away pitch to right-handed batters, that's fine. The cluster at the bottom left corner that we're looking at right now, that cluster is low and away pitches to righties. And then you threw that middle, I don't know, the cluster on the right side. That's a good location for those pitches. So those 2 clusters that you have right there against righties are perfect. But those are only the outs that you threw. So when you threw hits to righties, there were also some hits out to the left side. A couple of those were probably home runs, but not everybody's going to hit that pitch. That's fine. So your pitching to righties was actually decent, I think. Because those 3 at the bottom were just ground balls, which is fine. That's going to happen. You'll get unlucky. Your pitching to righties was okay. But your pitchers to lefties, I think you threw too many pitches low at the bottom of the zone. So those are going to get hit by lefties all the time against right-handed pitching. A couple down the middle. Outs were down there as well. So I was just kind of looking down there pretty much. So same thing, like what you didn't do against lefties, which is what you did do against righties, is that cluster that you threw against righties. Where's the outs? Yeah, so the cluster on that right side that's a little bit up from the bottom, if you threw that same cluster to the left-handed batters on the opposite side, you would have got a lot more outs. So that's the main thing. Just avoid that middle low, like the very bottom of the zone in the middle. Avoid those pitches. Throw that cluster that you threw to righties to the lefties, and you'll get more outs. The cluster on the left side, if you threw it to righties on the right side, like the outside corner, so if a lefty is batting and you throw low and outside, those can be hit by power hitters, but those are still okay generally. So I would try to look at this. Your right side pitching was good. Try to flip it for the lefties. Gleyber Torres had some good swings. Like, you got unlucky on a couple of those. A couple tired pitchers as well, so that's fine. That would be my recommendation. I want to see the box score because I want to see if the righties actually did much better than lefties. Griffey had 1 hit. Cruz had no hits for me. So like I said, you did good against righties. Mark Reynolds only had 1 hit. Boer had 2. Schwarber, Davis had 3. Food had 3. Torres had 2. So 2 guys, Reynolds and Cruz, that usually hit really well with me. Or yeah, those 2 guys. Only had 1 hit between the 2 of them. Chris Davis had a few hits, but generally your pitching to righties was much better than lefties. So hopefully that helps. If anybody else is in the chat, make sure you pay attention to that as well. Alright, sorry King Tomato Head. I didn't expect the game to last that long. It was looking like it was going to be a blowout. But Swolf came back. He's a good player. He's always surprising. I took my foot off the gas. I just needed 1 run to slaughter. Didn't make it happen. Let's see if I got those cards yet. I got somebody. We got Jonathan Broxton, and we got Aroldis Chapman. Cool. So we do have Broxton. We're going to see how he goes for a week, and then we might sell him. So let me know, King Tomato Head, if you are available. Let me take a look at this poll and see if there are results. Game challenges from MetFan. Good. Let's see the results of this poll. Sorry, Charlie. The poll numbers are in. 2 for no, 1 for yes. I think a Marlins rebuild would just take too long, that's all. But we can play a game if you want, Charlie. You'd rather watch paint dry. Fair. I didn't expect other people to want to watch that. Luis Severino and Bob Gibson. Take a look at this team. Jose Ramirez and JD Martinez. Nice. Did Jose Ramirez start diamond or did he start gold? I know he's had a few boosts here and there, but I was wondering if that was the one. Welcome back, Rob. How's it going? Jose Ramirez started silver this year, but he was diamond last year. There's no way that he was a silver to start this year. He probably was a silver to start last year, if not even bronze. But he did finish diamond last year, I'm pretty sure. Oh, last year. Okay. For sure. Yeah, he kind of came out of nowhere last year. And then he just stayed there. He didn't go back down. Like, everybody just expected him, to kind of fall apart because people have good, half a season. Who had a good half season and then fell apart last year? Eric Thames. He didn't really fall off. He's still starting, but he really went crazy at the beginning of last year. He's still a silver card though. But there are those guys who just fall off. So they expected that to happen with Jose Ramirez, and it never did. Now he's an MVP candidate. I went to a game last year where we got there like an hour late. I don't remember why, but as soon as we were walking down the stairs from the concourse to get to our seats, Jose Ramirez hit a home run like right to where our seats were as we were walking towards them, so we didn't get a chance to catch the ball. I must have seen the White Sox play the Indians at least 4 times last year. We probably got outscored like 50-5 in those games. Not 5, 50 to like 15 probably. It was really bad. you're chronically early everywhere you go, it's probably better than chronically late, like me. Especially sporting events. So do you watch like batting practice and stuff? I did get to catch batting practice one time against the Dodgers. That was cool. I think that was a promo day as well. So I was trying to get like a free t-shirt, and they were really popular, so like we had to go at the beginning of the, as soon as like the gates opened, we had to get there. My dad's pretty chronically early as well. He likes to be early, but somehow I got on the bad end of the stick. Bruh. Good at bat. Good at bat. This is a professional at bat right here. Ooh. Tough. That might have been a borderline pitch. Might have been a ball inside, but not one pitch you can take with 2 strikes. Good take. He went away with that last hit. Solid hit to right field on the ground, but still. Let's see if we can locate this pitch right here. Nope. Can I go upstairs a little bit? Let's see what his reaction time looks like. Not there. Okay. My bad, I didn't mean to quick pitch. Let's see if he goes to right field. JD's one of those guys that's got enough power to go to right field. And for some reason, I feel like it's really easy to go to right field for a home run in Fenway Park, even to like right center, not just to Pesky's pole, but even to right center. I feel like I've hit a lot of opposite field home runs here. Watch your pop-up video. I'm gonna have to try out your advice next time I play. For sure, man. Like, it's a good location in general, but if you're trying to get that pop-up with like a runner on third and you can't afford to give up a ground ball or a fly ball. Thank you, Flatwoods. If you can't afford to give up a fly ball, like, the runner's going to score. That's an excellent pitch. That pitch he just threw me right there actually was the pitch. Especially when you have a sinker, because people are looking for the sinker. They're looking for you, especially with runners on the corners, they're looking for you to try to throw a double play. So they're looking for that sinker, and then all of a sudden the ball never comes down, and the next thing they know, it's a soft fly ball to center field. And a lot of times they're still going to try to test you, and they'll still try to run home, and then you just throw them out for a double play anyway. So it works out real nice. But the tough part is a lot of people will try to throw the high fastball on that point, and I've crushed it, and other people will crush it. I always sit on the high fastball at like in a pop-up situation, because people think that you'll pop it up, but if you're looking for it, you can get crushed. And at the higher levels, people will absolutely be looking for it. The high fastball.
The count is 1 and 2.
Because you can kind of adjust down, like you just smack the PCI down, straight down, to try to hit the sinker. That's kind of the response. But when you throw it up, so when you're looking for a pitch up is what I'm trying to say. When you're looking for a pitch up with a runner on third, you can smack the PCI right to it if you have the timing for it and you're looking for it. But when you're looking for that pitch, you can still adjust down to that sinker, which is the point. So you cover the upstairs pitch and you cover the downstairs pitch. But you can't cover that little fastball that's, you know, just a little bit up. Josh Harrison looked like he did not like that call. Apparently the wind's not blowing out in this ballpark. The ball was flying in the last game. It was like grinding on rookie, man. But for both of us.
Ball one, no strike.
Mr. La Parra. Hello, Swope.
Nope.
Is this 3 innings? Nope, it's 9. You know, watch the recap? Gotcha.
I got to count 2 and 2. Did he go?
Good take. Is that a full count? Yes, it is. Good at bat so far, Met fan. King Tomato Head. Good at bats. Playing a tough game. That pitch is kind of useless here, but it's still hard to hit no matter what. And it's good practice. Recently, I haven't been locating that pitch very well, so I think it's hurt me on the pitching side. I've been throwing way too much breaking balls down low, but we'll see. Good take. Where is this coming from, man? Bummer. Ooh, just enough speed. Scott Kingery's got good speed. For some reason, I thought Kingery was like a first baseman. I think I saw a picture of him, and he just looked really huge. The ball beat him like 5 seconds. Let's see what Mejia's got. Is he really that much better than Buster Posey? "32 pitches through 2 innings. Pretty good. But that pitch was pretty good too.
Nope, outside. Ball, that pitch is up.
Bob Gibson batting .273. That's a major league batting average right there. Let's see if Big Boy can get a walk. Get something started for the boys. Ooh.
We got 3 and 2.
That pitch looked like it was coming down the middle and then just kept tailing. Good comeback, but uh-oh. That was a roller coaster of an at-bat. Are you on button accuracy, King Tomato Head? Why did the game just do that to you? You should try button accuracy.
Counts 1 and 0.
I'm sure it's a little bit tougher, but At least the game doesn't mess it up for you.
3 balls, no strikes. 3-0. Well, nothing can make you question yourself more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know you should go right after. Sometimes you just
Why does Dan Plesac think that Nelson Cruz sucks?
ball, that pitch is out.
Too close to run. Justin Bour's telling him to go home. Oh boy. Why did you take so many steps? What? What is going on? Yeah, you definitely got to go to button accuracy, man. I mean, the fielding's not great in general, but that stuff at least doesn't happen on button accuracy. Or like pure analog if you want to try it. But there are so many times when you miss out on plays being made because the computer will do something stupid for you. How do you use the accuracy thing? I've never used button accuracy, so I don't know like the details behind it. Hey Charlie, welcome back. I don't know the details behind button accuracy, but I believe it's just you press, like let's say you're trying to throw the first, you press circle, then a meter comes up, and as you're holding circle, the meter like fills up, and then there's like a green section, so you just let go once it gets to green. I think that's how button accuracy works. Basically, if you get it in the green, it's always going to be a good throw. Got 0 out, yeah. Got out with no runs, bases loaded. Yep. It was quite a different game than the one I just played with Swolf. And pure analog, basically, you aim the analog directly at the base you want to throw to. So if you throw the first, you take the right analog stick and you aim it at first base, so directly to the right. And you get to however long you hold it corresponds to how strong the throw is going to be. So you can like tap a throw. Oh, he's 90 speed. I shouldn't have tapped the throw on that one. But if you tap the throw, he'll do a little quick throw. But you can also hold on to it for a longer time. So he sets up, he's going to do a little bit of a stronger throw. I just think pure analog is fun in every situation. Batting, pitching, fielding. It's not always the best, but it is fun no matter what. Okay, I'll take that. Down the middle. Oh boy. That could have been a 2-run homer. There's a pitch.
No balls, 2 strikes. 3.
If I don't score any runs here, I gotta go take a look at the pitch history and see what he's been doing. So whatever he's been doing, it's been working. Oh boy, off the end of the bat. Intentional walk the first time. I forgot to change it back to Beltron.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Maybe we don't need to change it to Beltron. That's a pretty good swing. If you can do that against right-handed pitching, that's all I really need. Opposite field home run over the monster.
1-0.
Watch the video on how to keep from popping up. You can try that as well too. Nice. It's one of those ones where sometimes all you need is a little bit of an adjustment. So if you might get to the point where you're sitting underneath the monitor or the TV or whatever, and you're still popping stuff up. At that point, maybe just try to change eye level again. So instead of trying to go even lower, just go back to like a regular seat or something. So it's kind of what I've seen over time. Since I've made that video, I still think it's accurate. Like right now I'm using a monitor that has a little bit of a downward tilt to it instead of upward, like the other monitor I used to use. And it's a little bit tougher to pick up off speed and change-ups, off speed and breaking balls, especially when they're low. I've been pretty uncomfortable with those lately. But that video, what I talk about there, also helps out with that, with picking up the low stuff. Thanks for the recap. I didn't realize that you were throwing that many pitches down in the middle of the plate. Gotcha. No problem. It's not necessarily that you were trying to throw it there either. It may have just ended up there, but if you're aiming for that spot, or just if you're aiming for the bottom of the zone in general, you're probably going to get hurt. Like the way you pitched to righties in that spot was really good. So if you can pitch to lefties, even with right-handed pitching, to that spot, you'll be good. So, not the spot that it lasted in, but yeah, you might have missed some spots. I mean, that's going to happen. Like that pitch will get hurt, but if you can aim for this spot with against lefties, even with a right-handed pitcher, it's going to improve your chances. Try to hit and run. God dang it. Didn't quite work out. It's a good combo, though. Alex Gordon at the plate. This is not a slugfest. I just scored my first run last inning on a home run. Rob says his timing is good. I just get under a lot of pitches. Yep, exactly. That's what I felt. I was really average, and then I was like, all right, I'm just missing these pitches by a little bit. Let me try something new. Sat on the floor, and then all of a sudden, like, went on some insane winning streaks. Started hitting the ball like crazy. I don't know why. I did sit down because I wanted to try to avoid those pop-ups, but I didn't know it would actually work until I tried it, you know. You still have a better run ratio in the two. Well, we played 3 games though. What was the first game score? I don't remember, but I was using Immortals in that game, so we could call that one a wash. All right, so you're saying that next time I have to beat you by more? If only I got that mercy. It was a 9-run game at one point. Let's see if this gets down. Ooh, no hands out there in right field. J.D. Martinez. First game was like 3-1. Okay. It didn't let you dive. Ooh. Oh man, he can hit that pitch sometimes. Anybody up next to play, or could we possibly do a home run derby? We could potentially do a derby. I don't think anybody else has claimed a spot, but Rob, if you wanted to play, you could play next if you'd like. Who else was in the chat a minute ago? Charlie was in here as well. Charlie, would you like to play a game? I'm not sure if you're available. He's got school. That sucks. He can't play today. Hey, Dan. Welcome back. How was violin practice? You can play derby? Nice. Oh. Can't right now, but maybe next time. For sure. This is going to be the last stream for about a week, unfortunately. I've been streaming for about the last week and a half, which has been fun. Dan the Violin Man. Dan the Music Man. But school starts on Tuesday. I'm going to be out of town for some family stuff in New Jersey, which is going to be fun, hopefully. And then, yeah, so school starts. I have classes Tuesdays and Thursdays this semester. Only 4 classes. So it's going to be very rage quitting. Shouldn't rage quit. Remember what Swolf did? Swolf put up 8 runs in 2 innings. Wait, don't rage quit though, because I want to take a look at the pitch thingies. If you're actually planning on quitting. Alright, so I have 5 hits. All 5 hits are in that section. Can never make a comeback. This game hates you. 4 fastballs, 2 changeups, 2 seamer. Right-handed batters, low and away. Left-handed batters, middle. So these pitches are okay. You know, if you play someone around your rank, like these pitches aren't, that pitch is probably going to get hits to lefties, but those pitches are kind of unlucky. You're going to be fine doing that. Those are outs. Good use of the top of the zone, I think. Some of your misses are way out of the zone, which is actually fine. You threw a lot of pitches out of the zone, which is fine as well. Chased, pop-up fly ball. Your pitches weren't bad, man. You gave up 5 runs, but they weren't bad. These pitches look like yours. Yeah. Like this, the thing is, this is to right-handed batters low and away, and you saw this cluster on Swolf's, and these were all outs. So it's actually fine. A lot of these are just going to be outs if you keep throwing those, so don't worry about that too much. You can try to get it a little bit higher, a little bit away from the corner, but they're not too bad. The game hates you. Maybe. But if you play like this in ranked, you're going to get wins. That's the thing. Okay, the other thing on the offensive side, I don't know if you were... yeah, you were in the chat. I swear to God, whenever they put the BCI on the ball, never lets me hit it. I don't know. The thing is, you gotten all the way down to 354. The thing is, like, okay, so you hit those middle pitches. Let's see, all. So you hit some of those middle pitches, which is good. The thing is, like, your at-bats were excellent at the beginning of the game. Like, I was surprised. I was taken aback by how good the at-bats were. Look at all those takes. 20 pitches that you took. And the strike percentage was only 20%, which is good. You only took a few strikes, took a lot of pitches out of the zone. The thing is this, the swing and miss, you're not quitting? Oh, you're not quitting, okay. Well, you should have said so. The thing is, I just doubt that you're actually putting the PCI on the ball that much. That looks like a directional stat line, no offense. That's the interesting thing. You had a lot of swings and misses. 18 swings and misses is a ton. That means you're not practicing. That means it means you haven't practiced enough. You haven't, trust me? Trust me what? You are putting the PCI on the ball. Zone hitting, right? I keep on seeing the PCI right on the ball. Wait, so is it directional or is it zone hitting? So is your timing off or what? I think your timing is off because your at-bats were excellent. Don't throw it down there when you know it's coming. Zone because I'm good with PCI. I know my timing isn't off. Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. It's always good. You'd be undefeated if it was that good.
Counts 1-0.
When did you spam caps? Oh. Yep. Nightbot hates caps, so we're gonna tune Nightbot. That's not your fault. But yeah, just so you guys know, Nightbot does not like capitals. Have you played Challenge of the Week yet, King Tomato Head? Have you tried the practice routine? Because if you have good timing and good plate coverage, you wouldn't swing and miss that many times. You may not get hits. That's fine. Like, there is weird stuff going on with the game. I won't blame you for that. Like, pop-ups and weak ground balls and whatever, that stuff happens. But swings and misses do not happen when you place the timing. Wife's on the way, headed home, headed out for a bit. Enjoy my time in Jersey. Talk at you soon. For sure, man. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for sticking around for these 2 weeks. Had a blast with you. And I'll see you around soon. Swings and misses do not happen when you have good timing and good PCI coverage. That's a good pitch, so don't worry about that too much. Swing timing, it says just early. What I would do if I was you, King Tomato Head, exactly right there. Take fastballs to left field, up the middle, and you're going to start hitting those sliders too. At least foul them off, because like a couple of them you swung and missed when they were actually good sliders on the corner, a little bit off the plate. Like, it's hard to hit those. That's fine. But you should be able to foul them off. If you really have that good of timing and PCI coverage, you would not be swinging and missing this much. So I'm not going to accept excuses. I'm gonna try to help you get better, man. But I'll address that in a second, Swolf. But swings and misses do not happen when you have good timing and coverage. Like, there are times where you could have perfect timing and perfect coverage on that, and you get a pop-up like that. Fine. Like, the game has its problems, and that can happen. I'll accept that. But swings and misses, no. I won't accept that. It means you're not as good as you think you are placing the PCI. It sounds harsh, but like, if you think you're doing as well as you are, it's not true. If you think you are doing well and swinging and missing that many times, it's not necessarily true. I don't mean to be harsh, but you're giving excuses when it's not true. Swolf, how does your school schedule thingy work? Tuesdays and Thursdays, I've got classes all day, pretty much. Thursdays, I've got some time in the evenings, but I probably will not be using that for streaming or anything like that. And I'm thinking, so here's the other thing, is that the original plan was to have our desks upstairs. Me and my roommate, we were sharing a master bedroom, which kind of sucks. But it should be fine. The original plan was both of us having our gaming setups in that room. But with a window AC, we may not have that kind of room for it. So my suggestion, there's also some issues with AC, which we're also discussing, or with the internet. Sorry, with the internet. He does not play MLB. He plays League of Legends. He's really good at video games, but he's a PC gamer. Like, we don't share many of the same interests when it comes to gaming, unfortunately. But yeah, he's got his setup too. There's some issues with internet upstairs, and my suggestion is going to be that me and him both put our setups here in the living room, probably like right behind the opposite wall to where we are right now. And in that case, it might be tough. Like, he plays on a mic because, you know, like League of Legends, you have to play on mic. So I won't be able to like record or stream at the same time that he's playing. So it depends on what his schedule is going to be like. So we're going to have to hash that out for over the next week or two. decide those kind of things, so I can't give you guys an answer about when I'm going to do stuff just yet. I'm thinking that I do not play League of Legends. I play Overwatch, but I don't play League of Legends. No streams Tuesday and Thursday, that's for sure. There's a potential for having streams on Wednesdays, but I would like to go back to videos is the thing. We got a lot of good feedback from some of the guys. I think you were here that day as well, Swolf. Probably Dan as well, Radames. A lot of good feedback on what kind of videos that you guys want to see. So I have about 12 videos and a couple of series as well that we can put together. And those are going to take some time, so I'd like to do those on Wednesdays probably. And then on Saturdays, maybe Sundays and Saturdays, sometime over the weekend, we would do some streams. Only classes Tuesday, Thursdays. That's right. It's nice, man. The thing is, like, I'm going to be on campus literally from 8:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. on Tuesdays. On Thursday, I don't have the 6:30 to 9:30 class, or 9 o'clock class that I have on Tuesdays. So Tuesday is the long day. Thursday is still kind of long, but there's a lot of breaks in between. Can't complain. I like it. I try to do that intentionally. What kind of vids do you have planned? You're only 13. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, college, you kind of get to choose your schedule to some degree. And I've been trying to do, like... Yeah, I thought Swolf was older, too. I thought... No. So... Yeah, college, you get to kind of choose your schedule. I've been doing like Monday through Thursday classes for the most part during college. But over the summer this year, I had a much better experience doing Tuesday, Thursday. So like twice a week. It doesn't matter Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Wednesday, or whatever. But I had good attendance this summer, which I haven't had in the past. So I'm trying to recreate that again. Try to put together a 2-day schedule, just stack them up, because it's like your brother is going to college next year. Where's he going? So yeah, you didn't even aim there. That sucks. Trying to get that 2-seamer inside. Yeah, low and away curveballs to power hitters, especially left-handed power hitters. Right-handed pitcher to a left-handed power hitter usually is a no-go. What's up, Brian? Welcome back. He hasn't decided he's been touring college. Gotcha. That's where my sister's at, too. Now you're quitting. Fair enough. It's a 9-run game. What kind of videos do I have planned? Yeah, there's the slugfest. Let me open up this document, which has some videos. Alright, so this week I have planned 2-strike hitting and 2-strike pitching, which kind of ties in with the event. I would have liked to do it a little bit earlier, but since I was streaming, I really wanted to focus on the streaming, and I had other stuff to accomplish, moving in and stuff. So 2-strike hitting, 2-strike pitching. Best budget lineup, batting clutch with 2 outs. I think someone requested that. Was it Dan? It might have been What's Up, though, actually. Batters moving the PCI too much, which was requested by Flatwoods. Trying to do a series about normal versus contact versus power swings. So it's gonna kind of be like an exploration series, just seeing how it pans out. Meter pitching versus analog. Hitting early in the count with the pitcher, which will be like a 1-minute video probably. Something really simple. Beating speed cheese. So I'm gonna talk about how to beat people that cheese a lot. Maybe even do some necro cheese. And then I want to do a series about welcome to the show. So like people who you haven't requested any videos. So okay. Oh, okay. King Tomato had requested clutch batting. So I want to do like a welcome package for like brand new MLB The Show players. Like, this is how you start out the game. If you want to play competitive, this is where you go. And then, like, condense a few of my videos so that they can actually know the ins and outs, the basics of how to be good in gameplay. There's a lot of stuff that you won't be able to. Sounds good. Looking forward to him. Sounds good, man. If I score, it's over. If I score, then you get one more at bat. But if I take a 10-run lead and you don't score at the bottom of the inning, then it's over. Nope, you're gonna have to play. Ooh, that was closer than I thought. Who's up next, by the way? Did anybody call next? Or are we playing a derby? Now he's quitting. Oh. The 12 tips video has so many views. Yeah, that's what I expected. Most of them are yours. You and Flatwoods probably combined for 50% of the views. Like 1,000 views total. You've never mercied someone as the away team. Gotcha. What was I saying? Yeah, like when I put together the 12 tips video, I really wanted to be that something that people hadn't seen before. That was a video that I would have liked to have seen like 5 years ago when I was, you know, browsing through trying to figure out how to get good at this game. That's one of the videos I would have liked to have seen. Don't get banned, man. It's not about the game, man. If it was just about pop-ups, it could be about the game, but you swing and miss too much. It's not the game's fault. I understand frustration. I'm not trying to... I understand that you can be frustrated. But if you really... Why don't I believe you? Because it's not true. I would believe you if you were popping up a lot, hitting ground balls or whatever. I might believe you. Swings and misses doesn't happen. Played for a few years now trying to be competitive. Nice. It's kind of what I did. I played like the first few years, just a lot of Road to the Show and stuff like that. Started playing Diamond Dynasty. First 3 years of Diamond Dynasty, I was pretty garbage. Here's what always happens, though. You can't play Derby, you can play in 5 minutes. First year playing the show, wish I had seen your vid on no PCI before you started. If he hits the yellow, it doesn't mean it's good, it needs to hit the center. Yeah, but even if he hits the yellow, he should be popping, he should be... No. Swing and miss is impossible. Swing and miss is completely impossible. If you get the PCI even close to the baseball, it means your timing's off. It could be that you have some input lag going on with your monitor, but depending on what the feedback says, that's not necessarily true either. It is possible that there's some input lag or something going on. If you're putting the PCI on the ball, it has to be timing, but you said your timing is good too. Yeah, if you were lagging, like since I'm streaming, there's a possibility that my internet is not great, or my connection wouldn't be great, and then you would be lagging because of my internet. But I don't think that's the case either. I'm hardwired. Why did he jump? Going for Mejia, you need 5 hits and catchers. Fun. Mejia kind of sucks. Just saying. Some people hit really well with him. And if you do hit well with him, that's great. But he's very rigid. I like guys like Mark Reynolds who like kind of throw their hands around. Got some waggle in the bat. Knees are moving. And then they do that. You just want the diamond. I gotcha. Diamonds are just beautiful to look at. How do I check the swing timing? I'll check after the game. What was Rob saying? First year playing the show, wish I had seen your video on no PCI before I started. Gary Sanchez over Mejia. Yeah, for some people it just opens up a whole different view of how you can actually bat. Some people get so focused on putting the PCI on the ball, and then it doesn't feel like real baseball for them. For some people. Did I see that? Go back to it. Let me see the PCI. I don't know if I'll be able to see it actually. PCI right on that. Where was the pitch? Good swing timing. Weak contact. I don't think the pitch was that bad though. Like, that pitch is good. But it means you're pulling off on fastballs. Late on the changeup. I just have a feeling you're pulling off on fastballs. What about that one? Was that just... Okay, the swing timing was just too late on that one. I'm gonna try no PCI next inning in my ranked game. Go for it. It just feels different. Do I live on campus? I live next to campus. We've got an apartment down the street. Early, late. That was a sequence. No good timing. There was one good timing on the one that he said that he hit it. Friendly quit. Do you want me to take a look at the pitch stuff? Train myself to PC, I missed that one. King Tomato Head, I know you've been on vacation stuff, so you may not have seen the video, but there's a practice video that I made, and if you try that for a week, I guarantee you'll be increasing your skill real quick. Because so the at-bats that you had at the beginning of this game were top-notch, okay? I need you to understand this. If you are able to combine those at-bats that you had at the beginning of the game with actually learning the nuances, because I feel like, okay, let's say you're putting the PCI on the ball, you have good timing. That means you don't understand the nuances of how the game works its PCI and stuff, which I might not be able to show you. It'll just have to be a result of what you see by playing. So check out that practice video. Ooh, another Nelson Cruz. I feel like you're really close, man. Like, you're just swinging and missing too much. Home run derby, sure. Just give me a minute. Let me just discuss this stuff. I want to talk about what Ryan and Rob are saying too. Like, you're really close. Like, if you do that practice video, all you're missing is just better contact. If you were fouling off everything, if you were just grounding out all game, I could agree with you. I would say you're much closer, but you're swinging and missing a lot. That's one thing that this game always actually helps you with. They help you if you have good timing and you have anywhere close with the PCI. You won't swing and miss like that, and you swing and miss way too much for that actually to be true. So you're really close, but you keep saying that the game hates you, which is a frustration. I get it, but if you really believe that, you're never gonna improve, because like, you're really close, and if you just realize that how close you are, and it's not the game's fault, those two things combined, you're gonna start climbing really quick. We didn't have a chance to look at pitches, but some of that was just frustration at the end of the game. At the beginning, you were pitching well too. So you're close, man. Just don't get frustrated. Don't blame it on the game. Trust me, I understand that there's weird stuff going on in the game. All-Star Derby? Okay. If anybody else wants to play, I'm going to put my PSN in the chat. If anybody else wants to play in the Derby or in another game after this as well, we can do that. Add me a DudeFood27 and we're going to jump into a Derby. So don't take offense to it, King Tomato Head. You're close. Is there an all-star team for this? There is. Okay, cool. Can you play next game? Yes, you can. If you want to play in this derby right now, Ryan, you can do so as well. What was Rob saying? Rob was saying that he feels like he trained himself to track the ball with the PCI, but the best way to hit is without one. Yeah, there's just like, it feels like you can use the whole field now, right? And you can also take pitches a little bit easier. Because like at that point you're just trying to track, and then if it hits, it hits. But you don't really get to choose the timing. It's just however you are timing the tracking is how, like, where you're going to put the ball, you know? Guys, even though I'm not active on the chat, I'm still here. Thanks, Rodimus. We're having some good talks today. You can play the next game playing ranked. Okay, for sure. Outline PCI and it works. Yeah. It's just if you feel like you have more potential and then it's not working for you, you can try switching stuff up. But I never tell anybody that feels like they're good with the PCI to switch. I only suggest it to people that feel like they're not doing as well as they could. So I would never ask Swolf to switch because I know he dominates with the PCI on. Dan, you coming? The lobby's open. Playing one derby and then we're going to play Ryan in the next game. Rob is unavailable today. No problemo. Need one more minute logging on. Okay, we'll wait, Rory. Whoops. If anybody else is just joining us, I see we got a couple people that just came in. You can't hit with a no PCI. That's fine. It just depends. If you feel more comfortable with it, maybe you can't place the PCI on it right now, but if it feels more comfortable, like the way it looks, like you feel like you see the ball a little bit better, I would try practicing without the PCI. But if it's like, if it's completely uncomfortable and it doesn't feel like it'll ever happen, just don't worry about it. It's not something that works for everybody. But yeah, someone was bringing up the fact that the 12 tips video has a lot of views. We should play in Polo. We could play in Polo. Oh, only MLB stadiums are selectable. Let's play in Coors Field. Yeah, I really wanted that video to do well. And pretty much the videos that, the results of the videos that I made have gone as expected. What are the rules? Switch between outline and wedge PCI. What do you mean, Dan? What are the rules? Oh, all-star players. Mookie Betts, he's an all-star player. Let's play. Yeah, if it works for you, Ryan, then it works for you. Harper only has 85 power. Mookie Betts only has 72. Mookie Betts just has like optimal launch angle for Fenway Park. I used to come on YouTube and I used to like look at Cardinal Birds videos and those guys. Like there weren't as many guys back then. There were just a handful, and their stuff was good, but I always felt like it was missing something. So I wanted to make those videos that I was always looking for, like how do you put together a real hitting game plan that actually works? What are all the little things that I can do to get better? Because like every video was like, okay, here's how you hit with the PCI. You put the PCI up here and you follow the ball, and that's all you have to do. This was a long time ago. Probably 5 years at least. Harper sucks. Mookie's having a tremendous season. He is. Apparently he's surpassing Trout in wins above replacement. And Trout was actually on pace to like beat Babe Ruth's or whatever, the best season ever. So we'll see. Bets bombs. What is that? Come on, it's Trevor. Trevor doesn't have enough contact to be using power swing, so I can just use normal swing and he'll probably be better off. I've gone oppo a few times. That one might not be high enough. Ooh. There we go. Not high enough for Mookie. Dude, it's full. If you were saying you don't know how college schedules work, dude, I didn't even know how college schedules worked until like the summer before college started. I just had no idea. It was always something so foreign. Like, how could it be that you don't have to go to school every day, you know? That's where you started with Cardinal Bird 5's videos, which are relevant in 18. And then looking around, found your stuff, use card videos for all the settings starting out. Gotcha. Yeah, he's still great. I don't think he's playing MLB The Show anymore. He got frustrated with it. I don't blame him, but I still think the best talent is rising to the top, no matter what. Pitching Rebel's still at the top, no matter what the settings are, no matter what the issues with RNG and frustrating whatever PCI placement and stuff like that. It's still the best guys at the top. Wow, Harper did not work for you, huh? Unless he just makes a huge comeback right here. Dan went off the pole. We just got to each hit one more, Dan. There it is. I think Swolf's out of it now. I'm trying to hit them as high as possible so it takes more. He played more 17 this year than last year. Interesting. He sucks. Who played more? Cardinal Bird 5? Yeah, some people also went back to 16 so they could play with Radames. That's the only reason. Alright, complete tie so far. I think the winner is whoever finishes with the longest home run, if it's tied. Dan, we're still playing. Final round. Yeah, we were talking earlier in the stream, or at least I was mentioning that I think 19 has to be a big year for the show. There's something that's just missing from it. I feel like they're trying to combine a few different things, like Diamond Dynasty. I don't know if that can really be the perfect like competitive game. There's so much RNG and stuff like that. I wonder if they'll make like a whole separate mode just for competitive play. Yeah, you know, I didn't even watch the video. I still enjoy the game. I try to overcome whatever issues that the game has, because I just love baseball, and I do enjoy the game. GG. If they don't make a good game next year, exactly. There's like online play now should be more competitive. You're right. Like the real games. It's hard to make it competitive, you know, because like you're limited by the rosters. What they could do is have it so that you use whatever rosters, but then like there's less RNG. There's just more like you can use the player's name, but the ratings themselves don't play as much or at all. I don't know how that would work, but I'm just kind of thinking of like shooters or things like that where they have or like fighting games where they have competitive scenes. Everything has an objective yes or no, hit or miss, like damage value and things like that are consistent every time. Like there's some issues with lag and stuff like that, whatever. But like if you headshot someone, it's always the same value of damage every single time, depending on the character or whatever weapon you're using or whatever. But in baseball, like it's so much harder to make it represent baseball first of all, and to also make it competitive. So I'm wondering if they're gonna make like a competitive version, which is just not simulation baseball. Like they have their own competitive. This is MLB The Show competitive baseball. I think that would be really cool. The lineup slots should have different stats. That would be interesting. But at the same time, they'll still have to input some kind of RNG. So like you could still place the PCI and get a weak pop-up, you know? That kind of thing. I would like that to be completely changed. You won't get simulation baseball anymore, but you would get competitive baseball, which would be really interesting to see. So that's why I'm wondering maybe they do two different, like a whole new, leave everything that they have right now in Diamond Dynasty. It's still cool, but maybe they make a whole other mode, which is just competitive The Show, and just have consistent, like if you place the PCI this distant from the if the ball lands this distance from the center of the PCI, you're gonna get this result. That would be really cool, I think. It wouldn't be simulation, but you'd be able to get real competitive, basically 100%, 100% user input, user-controlled variables. I have nothing to compare it with, but since this is my first year, I like the game, but I think you're right, there should be two modes. I like the player attributes factoring in. Yeah, exactly, like there should be simulation baseball. That's the whole point of MLB The Show. GG. You got two swings, you can still do it. And that might do it. That might do it. Let's see if I get enough height on this one. No. And you got it. So, one swing, here it goes. You didn't get the swing off. That sucks. GG. Good game. Alright, Ryan, you ready for a game? Beast Mode 34. Just close the app. Wait, who's Beast Mode 34 then? You are? Okay. Stalking you. Brooklyn Bombers. A lot of stolen bases. Probably have more stolen bases than I do. Online, I have 18 stolen bases. You already have 20. Interesting. What time is it? 5:17. The Warriors are still behind us. RW, sorry. He is a DudeFood channel member. How many do you have? 9 innings? Maybe. We could probably do 9 innings. I don't think anybody's behind Ryan right now, so we'll probably play 9 innings. If he's coming back. I don't know if he's, he said he just closed the application, so I don't know if he's leaving or what. Let's see. How do I even check that? Play with friends. 3 innings since the last time. Okay, for sure. Swolf. You have 40 online stolen bases. You were so close. Yeah, it was a 1-run game. Okay. Ryan, what was the result of our last game? And why wasn't... Wait, did we play already? I'm just confused because I thought Beast Mode we had already played or something. But then why did we need another friend request? I totally forget. I apologize. We're starting to get to that zone 7-1. Okay. We're starting to get to the capacity where I forget. You remove an ad. Gotcha. That's probably what I should do sometimes. Because I've friended a lot of people on Overwatch that I've just never played with again. So I've just got a lot of clutter in there. This one guy keeps asking, he keeps inviting me to a party, and I just ignore it. He's probably invited me to like 100 parties in the last year, and I've ignored every single one of them. But he still tries.
He's out.
Ooh, I got that Nelson Cruz in the pack. I should sell him after this game. Oh yeah, you're the other one that liked this baseball field. Let's see if it plays the same. Wait, it did against Swolf today. 4 miles an hour going out to right field. Lefties are gonna have to bop. Uh-oh. That was a good pitch. Not much you can do about that. Yep. When you got that 98, then all of a sudden, probably not going to hit that changeup again. There's the spot. I've been having trouble hitting that spot recently. I've been having trouble pitching at all. That's okay. I think I've been tracking the meter all the way to the edge, which I hadn't been doing when I was pitching one. So I gotta refocus now and start. Ooh, I gotta start just focusing on the yellow bar. Because when I do that, I always pitch better. Just look at the yellow bar or a little bit above it and try to click that spot. Grinding Bartolo. Smart man. Bartolo's all you really need. You can have a bunch of commons and then just Bartolo. You'll go undefeated. See if we can hit this spot. It could be a home run. Ooh, if he swung at that, could have been dangerous. It's a little bit better. Still a little bit early though. Let's see what we got. Staring at the yellow bar and right down the middle. Goodness. That one felt like it lagged a little bit more. But no, I think that was just my timing. Good swing. Gotta hit the mistakes, guys. If you can hit the mistakes, you're gonna win at least half of your games. That's all you have to do. Don't lose. I'm gonna try not to. But Ryan might be the new Swolf. He may have to take over the channel after today if he wins this game. Swolf was DudeFood for a day. But I got to take the title back. Ryan might be vying for that title now. Change up fastball combo. He's playing smart too. He's throwing the change up way low and out of the plate, which is totally fine if I keep swinging at it. What made me pick meter pitching over analog? Because I used to play MVP Baseball 05, and that was the only thing you could use. So I've just been used to it. Alright, that was actually over the tree. This one has to be 500. 513, let's go, Dan. How do you feel about 513? So I've just been used to meter pitching for a long time. And never switched to analog. Well, I've definitely tried analog a few times. Because everybody's like, every time I like get down on my meter pitching, I'm like, oh, well, I'm not doing too well. I should probably switch to to analog like everybody says. And then I try, and then I do even worse. The question for me now is that with all the time I've spent grinding meter pitching, is it ever going to be worth it for me? Whoa. Ever going to be worth it for me to grind out enough time on analog pitching to actually get good at it and competitive to the level that I'm at right now with meter pitching? I think the answer is no. I don't think it'll ever be worth it. But who knows? If it's the difference between being like a player in the 1000s versus like literally being pitching rebel, maybe. But I don't know if I'll ever get to that point. I don't think my hitting's ever going to be good enough to be like pitching rebels level. I'm content with where I'm at. And I feel like I still improve. Like I never made it as high as I have the last couple seasons, before these couple seasons, so the improvement is still there, which is fun. Get a little bit of a challenge and then see what you can do to try to prove yourself. That's how it's always been. Well, we took the lead, which is good. We got runner on the corner, so we can get one more run, hopefully. Yeah, that high and away pitch, it looks enticing, but if you throw it enough times, then I'm always ready for it. Not everybody can hit that pitch, but some people really hit it, and it gets frustrating. Like, that pitch can get you really tilted. I've hit home runs on, not quite that high, but on high pitches, and that's how you get your opponent really tilted. Sorry for using Griffey. I would have made it a more even matchup, but I forgot to take him out. That's unfortunate. You have a 78 power team in BR. Is that good? I never remember how the relative power and stuff in BR. You can fudge this up. Look at that background. Background's nice. 473. 70 is good. So 78 must be excellent. Who are your diamonds? I'm sorry, Ryan. We're back to the 7-1, to the 7-1 game. You have Miller in the pen, bro. You know that this Nightbot is not feeling the Capitals. Let me see. What does it say? You have Miller in the pen. What? So do you have all like the best silvers, like Schwarber, Davis? Who else is good power? Joey Gallo probably. Do you have like all of those guys? Probably like a first baseman as well. Rip. I'll stay at first base. The left fielder froze. There's a little bit of a glitch going on with that one. Like the left fielder should be moving towards the ball as soon as the ball's hit, but there's an issue with the game in that on that fielding play. It's happened many times. You have Davidson, Edwin, DeYoung, Shebler, Goldruth, Chris Davis, Renfroe. That's nice. Just one problem. Who's your center fielder? No speed in center field? Is that the problem? DeYoung's got massive power right now too. He's up to a 91, 92 against righties. Miller's the only guy over 73 in your bullpen. I see. I feel like I always do the best with worse bullpens. People think they can crush any ball. Like they see like a bronze come in, or they see a common come in from the bullpen, and they're like, all right, time to tee off. And then they just swing at everything. And then you win the game. Not always the case, but then you bring Miller in, and then you lock it down. You could even throw 2 innings with Miller, probably. But he is a lefty. 4 of your pen arms have sinkers. Perfect. Perfect. That's all you need. They hit him in the face, I think. Oh, wow. Unlucky. That's all you need, man. Do you have Chase Whitley? That dude has a 0 ERA for me in like 15 innings. Tommy Canley's been good for me, but he's a silver. You're gonna play Challenge of the Week for 30 minutes? Nice. Best of luck. Try to beat my score this week. You don't know who that is? Oh, he's like a, I don't know, he's like a common or a bronze or something. But he was an MVP for me in a BR run one time. Sometimes I just get hot in a game, and I'll hit like 3 or 4 pitches really hard in a row, and then do nothing for the rest of the game. Which is fine. It can get you some wins. I would like to be a little bit more consistent sometimes, though.
Ball, that's inside. If you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if you see it again. Ball, that's low. What do you got? He's out.
He was pitching really well in the first inning. It was a 1-0 game, and then the second inning happened. But the way he was pitching with Fernando Romero, especially at the beginning, was excellent. Fastball changeup combination, and he was throwing the changeup way low when I was still looking for a fastball, because you kind of have to cheat for that fastball. Because you saw me miss those fastballs a few times, I think, because like he was going back and forth between the two. I was just a step behind, so that was good. I think he's thrown a little bit too many strikes after that, though. We'll take a look at the pitch review afterwards. But I think that was going to be the mistake, because after that, the second inning, I was just swinging at everything and ran into enough pitches. I probably should have just tagged first, let him take second base, and then have the slower guy on base. He likes to steal, so he's probably going to steal. I don't know why my guy is holding him on first base. He should not be doing that. Alright, that works. When do I start Tuesday? Start at 8:30 a.m. GG, Ryan. Let's take a look at this. All. Alright, so hitting wise, there's some pitches down the middle that you did not hit. The one right down the middle you did hit, which is good. Head in the count. GG. Let's take a look. So middle low, it's kind of tough to hit some of those. Hits were there. These are the, so some of those are hittable, some of those are not. Like, depending on how you hit. Do I like 18 or past games like 16 or 17 best? I'll address that. Remind me to answer that question in a minute, Rob. But let me do this for Ryan real quick. Some of those pitches, depending what the pitch itself is. Slider, that's hard to hit. That's fine. Changeup, that's hard to hit. McGee, slider, hard to hit. Curveball, those ones are kind of hittable. Not necessarily, but fastball, hittable. Slurve, against the righty, not really hittable. Okay, so your outs were fine. Didn't take enough pitches, I think. What? Hold on. All taken. Actually, that's a pretty good amount of takes. 14 pitches. Took some on the plate as well. That's fine. Swing and miss 5 times. Shouldn't happen too much down the middle. Let's take a little bit of a look. 18 swings and $14 takes. That's a pretty good ratio. I would say I would recommend some more hitting practice, like the practice video that I did. Doing a little bit of that, just trying to get some more good swings off on the offensive side. If you want to take a little bit more pitches, you could do that as well. But I think the at-bats were okay, hitting wise. Try to focus on a part of the plate. So let's say you were playing a ranked seasons game and you got to the 3rd inning, you only scored 1 run on 2 hits. the third inning, like the beginning of the fourth inning, you should take a look at this screen and see what's he throwing, what pitch has he thrown a lot of. So you could see that. Hold on. So I threw my pitch 1 13 times, pitch 2 8 times, pitch 6 5, pitch. So I threw my X pitch more than the other pitches, right? So you could sit on that X pitch, whatever it happened to be, in a ranked seasons game. So now from innings 4 to 7, you start to sit on a pitch, or you start to sit on a location. You see a lot of my stuff that I throw on the plate are like middle, just low. You could just leave your PCI there if you wanted to. If you had done that, like let's say you just left your PCI there, forget about all the other pitches, just that middle low part, you could have had like 6 or 7 hits just by leaving the PCI there, sitting on something down there. It's an option. I don't do it. I don't leave a PCI in a section, but if you wanted to, since you do have the PCI on, you could do that, and you would probably get pretty good results from that. So take a look at the screen in the middle of a game, and you can get free hits, man. You just leave a PCI in the situation. If someone's pitching to you like this, you just leave the PCI there, you get free hits. Offensively, too many pitches low along the bottom of the zone. 2 of those pitches were way out of the zone, which is fine. Don't worry about that. But you saw me hit the home run with Schwarber is the thing, right? You saw me hit the home run with Schwarber on the high and away pitch, the highway fastball. But you threw a couple more up there that could have been dangerous. If you see someone that's hitting the high fastball well, you don't really need to go back up there. I don't know if you were here when I was looking at Swolf's pitching, but let's see if we can get to a good cluster. So this is outs against righties, which is good. Low and away. I don't know if you've seen this video. I'm just going to throw it in here. Let me know if you've seen it or not. Corners. That's the video that I would watch if I was you. Try to focus on the video as much as you can. That'll help your pitching. Taken, fouled. Only missed 4 swings. The way you were pitching with Romero, the fastball to the changeup was great. You saw it. Okay. Your pitches were a little bit like along the bottom of the zone. Sometimes it can be okay, but if you're throwing too many down there. Now, if you like throwing the high fastball, which I think you do, you'll have to, you know, the way I say that you have to hit the middle low pitches on the corners, you can also do that with the high parts. So if you like throwing high fastballs, don't throw it at the top of the zone, throw it at the second line from the top along the corners. You can get mileage out of your high fastballs that way, but don't throw them up and out of the zone, because this game is rigged so that you can hit them really hard. That's what I would say. You didn't throw it down the middle too much. It was just 1 pitch down the middle, so that's fine. Middle low pitches are good. Too low can get hurt. So that's what I would say. Any other questions? What was your strike percentage actually? Your pitches on the plate, I mean. Taken 1 2 3 4 5 6 off the plate. Where's the chased? 12 chased. So 18 pitches off the plate out of 37 pitches thrown, which is exactly half, which is actually good. That's actually good. Yep, that's what I got for you. All right, let me know if you have more questions. Rob, do I like 18 or past games like 16 or 17 bests? No problem, Ryan. I hope it helps. I hope it makes sense. Hopefully it's not just a repetition of what I said last time. I think with you, I think I said to throw less strikes last time, and I think that's what you did this time. You had a good balance. But I was still swinging at everything, so you could throw even fewer strikes if you wanted to. Like if someone keeps swinging, think in your mind like, all right, this guy's swinging like his 0-2 on 0-2 pitches, not a ton of pitches should be on the plate, you know? Like even 33% would be fine. So just keep that in mind. The more someone's swinging, the less you have to throw over the plate. Make them adjust. Do I like 18 or 16 better? 17, I hated. I hated 17. I was not going to buy 18, honestly, because of 17. I thought there was a lot that was problematic about 17. Fielding issues, like online gameplay. It was really frustrating to me. And then they said they were going to fix a lot of stuff on gameplay, which a lot of stuff they did, but I was still kind of disappointed about 18. 16, it was nothing special, I think. There was a lot of frustration about the animations in 16, which I didn't like. I feel like 18, I felt like 18 at the beginning of this year, you couldn't strike out, which was kind of bad. I think if they had just increased the pitch speeds again, it would have been perfect. But I liked the hitting engine for the most part, so 18 is definitely my favorite so far. It still is not perfect, but 18 is still my favorite out of the ones that we've gotten in the last few years. That's for sure. I didn't like the hitting last year, the opposite field hitting. It was kind of wacky. Did someone else say they wanted to play? I could be wrong. So far, nothing from anybody else. It's 5:44. I'm gonna jump into a VR game for now. Heard an interview from Pitching Rebel and said basically what you said. Was it the This Week in MLB The Show? I've heard a lot of good things about that interview. I should probably watch it. I haven't watched it though. I've heard a lot of good things about that podcast, and I've been following them like since the very beginning. But I just haven't watched any of their stuff. The podcast he did with someone. Okay. If it was recent, then it was probably the This Week in MLB The Show. And for some reason, I just haven't watched their videos. But I've heard very good things about it. I'll play a VR game, and then we're probably going to kill the stream. But it's been good with you guys. Thanks for coming by, Rob and Ryan. I know Radames is still here, and Swolf has been here the whole time as well. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last stream for another week or so. And then we're going to start getting into a different schedule with videos. So we're going to be readjusting. I just had the 2 weeks off since the end of my summer class, and then the fall semester starting. So I wanted to dedicate it to streaming. It was a fun time too. Let's see. What's Mom saying? Wednesday. Alrighty. Interesting. All right, thanks, Ryan. Thanks for coming by. Hope you enjoyed. Hope that stuff made sense to you. Hope it helps you. And I will see you soon. We are, yeah. This is a 1-0 so far. I got a couple good hitters at the top. The bottom is kind of weak, but there's some speed down there, so we'll see how it goes. Welcome back, Rodimus. Gifted Thumbs, the Cubs fan. Ruth, Canerco, Blackman, Piscotti, Moss, Camargo, Shaw, Saltalamacchia. Interesting bottom of the lineup. Top of the lineup's really good. Oh man. Down the line, in the shift. Still enough time to make the play. Welcome back, Dan. Thanks for coming back. Alright, so we got Kyle Bearclaw. Who is this? Will Harris at the bottom. Fine, we'll go with Justin Grimm. This is BR, yes. We just played a game with Brian, gave him some feedback.
Outside, that's
Ooh, Justin Bohr is batting second. That's good. This is a good pick. And this guy has too much lag. That was a great pitch, though. Low and away, outside corner. Intentional walk to Bell. Who's batting next? He must be bringing in a lefty. Or whoever's batting next. Chris Bryant, I guess. Not necessarily a lefty. After my top three, then it's like, Bryant can be okay. He's got 77, 72, which is good. Jason Mott. He's got good enough power for Battle Royale anyway, when you're facing weaker pitchers. This guy's got so much lag. Someone's gonna freeze in this one for sure. Max Reed. Oh boy. 2 miles an hour on the pitch. Canary goes up. I'm going Bearclaw. I got to use a little bit better of a player, a little bit better of a pitcher than a bronze early on, because all of his good players are going to be at the top. And I can use some lesser bullpen guys at the back, bottom of the lineup. Although he does have some power, especially Brandon Moss, I'm going to keep an eye out for. Swolf, I have 0 lefties in the pen. I don't think they even offered me a lefty in the pen in this run. Like, I just literally never had a lefty come up. I don't think that's 100% true, but like, once I was ready to draft a bullpen guy, none of them had a lefty. You got Steven Wright, nice. Is there a bullpen Steven Wright, or is he a starting only? I think there's a bullpen version of him, right? Can't win without lefties later in the pen in the run. This is true. I'm going to prove you wrong, Swole. Then again, I can't win regardless. If I get to like 7 wins, if I get to 9 wins, that would be amazing. Rodimus says otherwise. Rodimus has gone 20-1 before. There we go. He just scored 5 runs. I'm pretty sure I've lost a game where I've scored 5 runs before. You just got to make everybody quit. The only time, like, I always have trouble with the 4th guy that I play. It's always like a good player. And the one time that I've won 12 wins was when the 4th game the guy quit because he probably lost one already. The Silver Right, he got lit up. He gave 2 dingers back to back. Rip. Gonna play the BR game now. Nice. Watch you choke. It's your first one, right? Like, you just drafted. I think this Johnny Bench is better against lefties. I'm not sure though. Alright, he's got his infield in. See what we can do here. The quits are always welcome, yeah. Love to have them. 0-0. There we go. That's what I'm telling you, man. Oh, he took a step back. If he got the right angle, he probably could have thrown me out. Your center fielder joke, not you. True. Always blame it on the center fielder. Or just blame it on the game. The entire game in general. It's getting dark outside. Bearclaw's still pitching. Yeah, let me warm somebody up. Dan Altavilla, ready and waiting. Oh, I forgot who said it. I don't know if it was one of you guys, but I should not be warming up pitchers. I should just be doing stretch and toss. Come on. You got to pick up that baseball. There's too much lag with this guy. Alright, this is Johan Camargo. I gotta just avoid giving him a ball to hit to the right side. I need to make him go to left field. You don't know where to play. Play in a small ballpark. Or you could play in a big ballpark. If you really have that power advantage, you could still hit it out. And then the other team, if they don't have any kind of power, they're going to lose. But I don't know. I don't know what's the right decision on that one. Red Rocks. .450 to head center at Kansas City. Oh, I thought. Never mind. And he did it. He went through the left side on a pitch inside, so that's interesting. Playing at Shea because he's right there, fair enough. Let's put in a new bullpen arm. Who was just warming up? We're going to go with Dan Altavilla. Never liked polo. There was a time where everybody used to play at polo, but now that it's worth like 13K in the market, not everybody has it anymore. Crap. Was that Brendan Moss? Travis Shaw. Inside changeup. Hey man, we're coming back in this game. Let me take a look at his bullpen after this. You're away. It's the worst. Jason Mott is all he has. Luke Gregerson is warming up. He does have Strickland at the back end. I think that's who it was. So we'll see. Yankee Stadium, though. Why not? Oh, that's the away stadium is what you're saying? Yes, well, if I had a lefty in this game, it would have been a completely different game. All I needed was one lefty. 100 diamond, of course. Who's pitching? It's still going to be the righty, so we're going over with Brad Miller. He has the same lineup. Now we know why he picked the Yankee Stadium. There we go, base hit. Tying runs at the plate. Always like the old Marlins Stadium. That center field just looks like it's so deep. When they played in Florida, as opposed to now, where they now play in Florida. That's okay. You're not from America. The United States, I mean, I apologize. They still play in Florida. Miami's in Florida, guys. That's okay. I can blame Dan. I can blame Dan for not knowing that. You're good, you're good. I'm just messing with you. There we go. No. Yeah, dude. Miami's a Florida city. Just missed that one, guys. Just missed it. Ooh, he's gonna walk him. Does he have a lefty? I don't think he does. I keep thinking there's a lefty coming up behind him. See what Bryant can do here.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Yes, sir. Hittable. JK, you knew the entire time. Sure, Dan. We're always going to believe you. GG. Alright, time to do a new squad. I did not like this one. Yeah, so 11-0, that would have been insane. We got Singwon. Oh, Marco Gonzalez. You am Wumbo. Gotta go. Thanks for coming, Dan. Hope you enjoyed. This is going to be the last stream for a little while, so I'll see you probably next week. Don't know what the timing's going to be. Don't know when, where we're going to play. But I'll let you guys know eventually. Check in. But the earliest the next stream is going to be is next Wednesday. But probably not until the weekend after this weekend. Cal Ripken Jr. Imagine getting an immortal in Battle Royale and it's Cal Ripken Jr. Rip. It's a pretty good team though. Billy Hamilton at the bottom. And he does have Ripken hitting between two pretty good lefties. So take your pick and rip. And then he's got McCutcheon hitting behind David Peralta. So he's got a good balance at least. This username looks really familiar too. I'm just going to draft, and then we're going to kill the stream, I think. It's getting really hot in here. I've been sweating for about 2 hours. Ooh, nothing. Mike Zanino, though. He's a boss. Right field. Nelson Cruz. Let's sell one of him. 18, 19. Alright, we're going to do a Battle Royale draft. Spam the chat with whoever I should pick. Billy. Oh, we're going to have to go Bagwell. Kevin Kiermaier. We got to go Trumbo, I think. Where was Trout? I don't know. Where was Trout? You're saying there was Trout? I didn't even see Trout. No, there was Dijkstra and Billy and someone else, the starting pitcher. Trumbo for sure. We gotta go starting pitcher. The common. Now we got a Billy Wagner available. Should I go with Billy Wagner? Louis Aparicio's trash. Victor Robles. Oh, where was Trout in the pack I opened? Unfortunately, he was not there. We have to get huge in YouTube for me to get good pulls and packs on stream. That's not going to happen anytime soon. The pack, yeah. What do we got, guys? Wagner or Robles? I mean, I could cheese around with Robles, but I think Wagner's the move. Wagner. We got one for Wagner. Wagner. Alright, we're going Wagner. Solarte, I think, is the move here. I could go Percival as well. He's not very good against lefties, but he does have enough power to be effective at the bottom of the lineup as long as I have a good at top of the lineup. I don't think Banks is very good. I could go Percival or I could go Solarte. I'm leaning towards Solarte. You don't know? I'm going Solarte. Stassi Goins, Lee Smith. We're going to go Lee Smith. Ken Giles. Oh, Paul DeYoung. Nice. Joaquim Soria. Kinsler. Kinsler's got some nice numbers. I love this Kemp. I have to go Kemp. Kevin Jepson probably. Does he have speed? Not quite enough speed. Left-handed bat, throws right. Brian Goodwin. He's got some of that. I'm going to go with Goodwin for a bench bat. Colton Wong. There we go, Jake McGee in the bullpen. Drew Pomeranz in the bullpen as well. Chirinos. Do we think we can pull out, what do you think, bullpen arm? Carlos Torres has some velocity, but like we only have one option in the bullpen right now. And Pomeranz is probably good enough. Lee Smith is pretty good too. I'm going to hold off. We're going to get Alan Hansen for the bench. Alright, and now we're going to pick up a good reliever. Troy Percival probably. Santiago Casilla. I feel like he gets hit around, but we're going to go with him actually. Alright, who we got here? Odubel Herrera. I need a center fielder, so. Oh, that's a good card though. I already have outfield. You choked, no way. That's a bummer. I think I have to go Herrera. Trace Thompson, for no reason, has 70 power. You're up 3-0. Okay, good. Matt Carpenter, though. I need a second baseman. Bogarts could play second base, but I don't really like him. If you're going to choke, that's when you will. What do we do here, boys? I could take out also Solarte and put him at second base. I think I'll do that. I'm going to get Beltre, play him at third, and Solarte will play second base. Some speed on the bench. Xander, too late. I'm playing Beltre at third. I think Beltre is a little bit better than Xander. Maybe not. He's got less power, actually. Let's see what this lineup's going to look like. 69 power. That's not very good. Who's my diamond? Bagwell. We don't have any lefties in this bullpen, in this lineup. Lineup's decent. We don't have any lefties, but that's okay. Alright. That's going to do it for today. We got the draft. We're not going to play the games right now, but thank you guys for coming by. Hope you guys enjoyed this last couple weeks. Thank you for being here basically every single day. Radames, Swolf, ever since you have subscribed, you've been here. I really appreciate you guys coming. Hope you guys enjoyed. Dan as well. I think he just left, but he's been here every day. Of course, Flatwoods fella. Rob and Ryan, if you guys are still here, I appreciate you guys' presence. Thank you. Appreciate it, Rob. School's going to be tough. We're getting to the grind stage. A year and a half left and lots of engineering classes left, so it's going to suck, but thank you guys for coming. It was a great week of streams. It was for me, for sure. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it as well. Videos coming out soon. Streaming schedule is going to be updated, and I'll let you guys know. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, thanks, man. Just like DM me if you have questions about when I'm streaming, or message me on PlayStation. Appreciate it. Yeah, feel free to message me anytime. I always reply. Not always right away, but I do reply. So thanks for coming by. I enjoyed, and I will see you guys very soon. Peace.